Okay, hi, I'm Father Anthony Hannon. This is To Prepare His Way. And my apologies for kind of no real thumbnail on this video. I was trying to get one, and all of a sudden YouTube decided to put me live already. So I don't think I hit a button, but maybe I did on accident. So not on purpose, but by accident. So anyway, we have one person watching right now. Welcome. And trying a little bit new setup where I have a heavy rugged phone with me with a large battery. I do have my earphones on with the mic, so I hope that you can hear me. And this rugged phone is quite heavy, so I have to use a special clamp and selfie stick. The selfie stick doesn't go as long, doesn't extend as much, so you got kind of more of a close-up for me of me, but let me see if I can turn it around. So there we go. So we'll just face it in front of me so you're not seeing my huge head and beard with this kind of close-up thing. And you're probably wondering where I am. And I am downtown Kingston, Ontario. I came into town for an appointment with a tendon specialist and surgeon down at the Hotel Dieu Hospital. And maybe on the community page I'll put some pictures, because the view from there on the 7th top floor is just beautiful. And you know, these are all Catholic hospitals originally. So yeah, on the community page later I'll put some pictures. So this is my second appointment with this specialist, and I don't want surgery. I didn't want surgery. And when I saw it, well, basically it's that softball injury that I had on May the 19th, which is what, a good 9 or 10 weeks ago. May 19th, June 19th, July 19th. This is July 26th. Yeah, something like that. And I got an x-ray the very next day, no bones broken, but it took a month to get an ultrasound, which my doctor ordered. And that's, you know, that's socialized medicine. There's no choice. Well, I mean, I'm sure if I was a professional athlete, they would have seen me right away, got all that stuff, whatever. So I didn't see the surgeon for another month, basically. Well, almost 6 weeks, actually. And so there is a rupture in the tendon, and the surgeon said that you know, it's kind of 50-50 whether to do an operation or not, because scarring would have already happened, and they'd have to open it up quite a bit more and get material from somewhere else. And I said, where? Not that it mattered to me. He said, oh, from material that we've collected from cadavers. So anyway, that didn't change. I didn't want surgery. I didn't want to be laid up in bed or anything. And my research was showing that, you know, generally the recovery time is about the same whether you have surgery or not. The doctor said that when I saw him the first time, that the difference is that surgery is more reliable recovery or something along those lines. However, that being said, he did say that there's a risk of infection if we do a surgery, and that could be really bad. Anyway, like I said, I didn't want it anyway. But he said, yeah, it does seem to be healing. So he prescribed me an air cast boot, and which I've been wearing about half the time. And so now I've seen him 4 weeks after the last appointment. And he says, yeah, I don't think you need to see me again, but they gave me a requisition for physiotherapy. So I'll go see the physiotherapist at the hospital there was way behind. So it's going to be, someone was already waiting an hour. So I was like, yeah, okay. So I'll just go to some places closer. I don't have to pay for parking and all that stuff. And some physiotherapists, it's covered under the Socialized Medicine Ontario Hospital Insurance Plan, and some are private. But probably even if I don't, I mean, the physiotherapist is probably just going to give me, obviously examine me and then give me a protocol instructions and of how to do my own exercises or whatnot. And the doctor figured that they wouldn't even want to see me again, the physiotherapist. So, that tells me that this is not that serious an injury. Although he said no softball for the rest of the season, and maybe next year. But if I do play next year, don't run as hard. So there you go. The spirit is willing, the flesh is weak, is to kind of take a bit out of context of St. Paul there, but so I'm down here in Kingston. I thought I'd go down to the waterfront and show you around a little bit. And I entitled this video, this live stream, "Do You Know These People?" And I'll see if I'll end up getting in conversations with anybody. Sometimes I do, as you know, but sometimes, carrying around the camera, it's not conducive to that, because people are camera shy and whatever. They don't want to be put on the spot. They don't know anything, who I am or where this is going. But this is the modern world right now. If you're in a public place, you're gonna have a camera. There's a nice dog there. Nice dog. Beautiful. Best river dog ever. That's cute. Yeah. So, I'll try to get in conversation with people. I'll let them know. I'll turn the camera to me, and then I'll let them know that the camera's on me. And I just want to ask random people or show on camera what I've been doing when I've been out and about the last couple months, wherever I've been, as I remember, and that is to ask them if they know these people. And lately, okay, this is what I'm asking them. Have you ever heard of, or do you know who Jordan Peterson is? Do you know who? Then I asked them, because I'm in Ontario, I'm in Canada, so I asked them, do you know who Maxime Bernier is? Now, a lot of you might not know who Maxime Bernier is, but he's the leader of the founder of the People's Party of Canada, and that party is the party that aligns mostly with my political stance these days here in Canada in terms of a national party. Yes, the Christian Heritage Party. Someone might say, well, that they're maybe more in common. Well, maybe. I just think that they should have called their party the Canadian Heritage Party. But the problem is, calling the Christian Heritage Party, I mean, it's just not where our society is right now. It's only a small percentage, or it's a minority percentage of people who identify as Christian, or so that's one thing. But then you've got the heritage part, which I mean, reality is, folks, people are not that smart. Average intelligence is 100, in Canada it's 99, and people are not politically astute. They don't. So That's why in Canada, like in Ontario, there's the Progressive Conservative Party. People don't understand really politics very much, and they hear heritage. Oh, that's like looking back to the past. And well, we want to live in the present, look for something for the future. We can't change the past, and all that is true, but they don't appreciate heritage, and so. Uh, so I think that's so yeah, like Progressive Conservative Party. I mean, that's an oxymoron, but in terms of the political progressiveness, right? Um, Certainly not aligning with uh, with Catholic beliefs, not my beliefs, but progressive. That sounds good to more people. So Christian Heritage Party, unfortunately, I don't think they're ever going to get off the ground. And some may say the People's Party of Canada will not get off the ground either. And well, if we look around the world, we do see more and more people waking up, and I mean, we'll see. But I vote on principle, not on strategy of getting someone in who's just going to bring in the Agenda 2030 anyways, which is the case with the other parties. Anyway, I don't get into, I try not to get into arguments or discussions with people about these, but I'm open to that. We'll see how things go. So I just asked them, have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson? Have you ever heard of Maxime Bernier? Then I asked them, have you ever heard of Jorge Bergoglio? And then I asked them, what about Klaus Schwab? What about Klaus Schwab? And then I asked them, what about Bill? Okay, you know this one for sure, because I'm going to tell you, a good chunk of people have never heard of any of these people. And then I asked them, well, you've heard of Bill Gates? And like everyone says yes. And then I just have one open-ended question. So what do you think of Bill Gates? So that's what I'm asking people. And I'm going to say, like, my experience off camera is that the majority of people majority of people here in Canada that I've asked, random people, have never heard of, could not tell me who Jordan Peterson is. And sometimes they'll say, well, can you give me kind of a hint of, I kind of remember his name or something. And I'm like, well, it's okay. You can go look him up, because, it's, if you need a hint about who Jordan Peterson is, then you don't know who he is. Okay. So I'm going to switch it back to me now for a second. So sorry about that, because it's a beautiful view. I'm switching it back to me so that I can tell everyone the camera's on me. And I'll continue walking around, I'll just be natural with whoever I see. And we'll see if anyone wants to talk. But so the most recent, I was out with some old friends. Well, one person I never met before. I don't ever recall meeting before. But it was a birthday party for an old friend, and it was really great to see. Really great to see everyone, and someone surprised me. I don't even know who it is, but I think I know who it is. But someone surprised me. The waiter came and said, "Oh, Father, your bill has been paid for," so which is very nice, and I didn't expect that. So anyway. So I just, it was kind of a last thought. I already left the restaurant, and I went back and just asked them those questions. And so there was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys there. So there's 7 of us in total. So there's 6 guys there. All of them, well, I don't know all their ages, but the one I don't know, I don't know how old he is. He looked younger. Maybe he's in his 40s or 50s maybe. And but all of us were like 60 or 60, 61, 62. So all the guys, one person confidently said, yes, I know who Jordan Peterson is. Okay. They all nodded their head yes regarding Maxime Bernier. And the one guy who I never met before, he said, "Oh, he's far right." I said, "What do you mean, like he's far right? He's far right. He's like," and they start saying that, well, he can't get any seats or something. So these guys are, have a modicum of political awareness. And I said, well, that's just because the mainstream media doesn't give him anything. His policies are great. And the guy said, "Oh, he's like far right, far right." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I think I'm more right wing than he is." And I said, like, give me an example. Give me an example of why he's far right. Why you think? Because there's obviously a disparaging term. You can tell from the tone and everything. For me, like far right, that's good. Oh, far right. Oh, right on. Hey, the more right, the better. Anyway, I said I'm more right than he is. He says, "Oh yeah, but he's wrong." He said, "Oh, anyway." He couldn't name anything to me. Okay, maybe it's on the spot or whatever. I mean, quite frankly, the conversation, wasn't that. Wasn't about these things. So anyway, Jorge Bergoglio, none of them knew that. And well, quite frankly, if you ask most Catholics on Sundays after Mass, do you know who Jorge Bergoglio is? I'm going to tell you, most Catholics will not know who that is. And for you, that's all. This is surprising, but that is the reality. And but then I said, "What about Joseph Ratzinger?" And a bunch of them said, "Oh, that's the Pope. That's the Pope." Yeah, that's right. Pope Benedict XVI. And then meanwhile, this other guy who was asking me about, who is Jordan Peterson, give me a hint and stuff. He looked him up, and they said, "Oh, he's a professor and author of psychology." Like he just pulls up whatever came up on Google or whatever search engine he's using, and then he says, "Jorge Bergoglio, that's Pope Francis." Okay, there you go. Anyway. And then, so then I asked them about Klaus Schwab, and none of them have heard of him. And I'm going to tell you, all of this gives hope, right? Because they've never heard of him. That means most people have never heard of these people. That means they don't know. They don't know any better. So anyway, I said, I spelled his name out, and then he looked it up. The same guy looked it up while I was talking, and and I said, well, he's a good guy to look at. He's a good person to look. I don't think he's a good guy, but a good person to look up. And then I said, okay, what about Bill Gates? And they all, yes. I said, what do you think of Bill Gates? So one of the guys chirped up very confidently, and he's a good guy, and like the guy who chirped up here, and he said, he's great. I think he's great. I said, okay. Well, I don't think he's a good guy at all. But and then someone says, why not? He said, well, no, because he thinks the world is overpopulated. He wants to depopulate the world. And then I told him he's buying up all the farmland in the United States. Anyway, I just left it like that, and they will research it or they won't. It doesn't matter. For my purposes, it doesn't matter because I'm just doing these surveys. And I'm trying to see. And I told them I'm checking my echo chamber, because I'm going to say that the vast majority of people who reach out to me, who are kind of running my circle, so to speak, would know who all these individuals are. So, and I think you would agree, unless you're you're kind of new to the channel, you might not know who Maxime Bernier is, but I'm sure the vast majority of you know all the others. So I'm just gonna walk around. I brought my other phone that I don't have a SIM card for. But what I did was I've got the hotspot on the phone that I'm using, and this is partly so I can find my way back to my truck in case I get wandering around before 5 after 1, which is when the parking ticket would come into play, and but also so I can check the time, and it's 12:24 now, so I've got a good 35 minutes to do that. Okay, so let me just check the chat here. So Baroque Duck, Good afternoon, Father. Ray Cleveland, Minnesota pal. And even Ray, who's from Minnesota, knows about Maxine. So that's great. Okay, so let's just walk around. And again, my apologies. I'll turn the camera out a little bit so you can see what's what. And maybe later I'll turn it away from me. But again, I just want to be able to talk to people. And it looks like there's a lot of tourists around here. You can see a lot of people taking pictures. A lot of people who have Asian roots. You know, other people like this guy here. He's a traveler. Obviously, he reminds me of when I was 18 after grade 13. I'll just turn it back. And I was walking around with a big backpack all through British Columbia there, all of the Okanagan Valley and the Fraser Valley, and all across Canada. So, he's probably not technically homeless, but he's definitely traveling, and good for him. So I'm going to turn it back to me. Oh, so okay. So obviously, here's a steam engine on display in this park here. That over there is City Hall for Kingston. Okay, and then we've got YGK, which I believe is the Kingston Airport letters, and yeah, and then they've got the woke colors there. So switch it back to me, and we'll just walk around here a little bit. Oh, these guys are on tour. Hi there. I see everyone has these things. Are you on a tour?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Oh, isn't that awesome? Listen, welcome to Canada.
Thank you very much.
I'm Father Anthony Hannon. My camera's on me.
Oh, okay.
But I'm asking random people if they know certain people, and it's just my own thing. It's not a quiz or anything, in the sense of it's not a test of you or anybody.
Oh, okay.
But have you? Do you know who Jordan Peterson is?
Nah.
What about you wouldn't know who Maxime Bernier is? What about Jorge Bergoglio? Klaus Schwab?
Yeah.
And what about Bill Gates?
Yeah, Bill Gates. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. And what do you think of Bill Gates?
Smart man.
Smart man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes a lot of money, doesn't he?
Makes a lot of money, yeah. Well, look at it. Robert, I'm Father Anthony.
Okay.
The YouTube channel is called To Preparer's Way, if you ever want to look at it.
All right.
But how long have you been in Canada?
I've been in Canada only 4 days.
Well, welcome.
Thank you
Welcome.
very much.
I love the Australians.
Thank you.
Peace. God bless you. Okay, so there you go. There you go. Kind of predictable. Didn't know anyone except for Bill Gates. So I just saw little name tags on them, and I thought, okay, they must be from a tour or something like that. Hi there. I'm Father Anthony Hannon. I'm doing a YouTube, but it's on, the camera's on me. Are you from Australia?
Yes.
Well, welcome to Canada.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome to Kingston. I was talking to one of your travelers there, and co-travelers, and you've been in Canada for 4 days now.
Yes.
Where did you land?
Well, Vancouver, across to Toronto.
Oh, did you stay any time in Vancouver? Or was that was
no,
across?
Just changed planes.
Okay.
We've been a few times. My daughter married a Canadian, so she lived in Alberta. So.
Wow, that's great.
So we're back over here for my granddaughter's wedding.
Oh,
on August the 3rd.
Oh, that's great. So is it a bus tour that everyone's on?
Yes, we're on the bus.
Oh, is it all the family? Everyone's going to the wedding?
Oh no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No. It's just all Australians. 22 of us.
How long is the
9 days we're having on the east here.
Okay.
So we go up here up to above
You're going to Montreal, yeah.
Montreal. And then we will fly from Montreal back to Calgary.
Yeah, you're leaving the group.
No,
Another-
the group finishes on that 9th day.
Oh, okay. And so you went to Toronto, then you took the bus. Where did you go to? Just Kingston? Is this your first?
No, down to the falls. We had last night.
Niagara Falls.
Mm.
Well, that's
Yeah,
it is nice to see.
it's just gorgeous.
It is nice. Did you see it at night as well? Did you have an overnight there?
Yeah, overnight.
When it's cold out, it's a little dangerous because the mist and the water makes all the roads icy. But it's nice, yeah.
Just beautiful.
So Niagara Falls, then Kingston, which is a beautiful little town.
Yes, then we get on the boat to Thousand Island tour or something.
Oh, you're gonna do that today?
Further up, yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't want to keep you from.
Oh no. I got the son waiting for him.
Okay.
No,
Well, that
but-
Thousand Island, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
No,
And then I guess you're gonna go up to Ottawa and then Montreal.
yes.
Okay.
Ottawa tonight. I think 2 nights there, 2 nights in Montreal.
I'm from Ottawa. I'm a priest from Ottawa. Are you Catholic by any chance?
Yeah.
Well, God bless you.
Thank
I this YouTube channel, if you ever want to look at it, it's called To Prepare His Way.
Oh yeah.
To Prepare His Way. I have different topics, but today I'm going around and I'm just asking people. It's not a test for anybody, but hi, welcome, Father Anthony Hannon.
Anthony, how are you?
Just talking with your mom,
Mother, yeah.
mom, and welcome to. Is this your first time in Canada?
No, it's third time.
Okay. So I was just saying, I have a YouTube channel. It's called To Prepare His Way, and today I'm just walking around asking people for my own benefit, just random people, if they've ever heard of certain individuals. And so it's not a quiz, or anything, and the camera's on me, by the way. But have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, I can't tell you what he did.
Can't tell me, yeah. Jordan Peterson. I think he's a famous Canadian, but I'm finding that most Canadians don't know who he is, so it's very interesting. I'm kind of checking my echo chamber, like the people that I hang around with, and people reach out to me, they would all know who he is. What about, you wouldn't know this one for sure, Maxime Bernier? No, because he's a Canadian politician and kind of an obscure one in terms of the big picture of things. Okay, just a couple more. Jorge Bergoglio. No? And Klaus Schwab, Klaus, and Schwab, S, no? And, okay, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Everyone's heard of Bill Gates.
Everyone's heard of it. That's why everyone, most people are not getting those ones, but everyone gets Bill Gates. And just kind of an open question, what do you think of Bill Gates?
Don't know him personally. So.
Don't know him yet.
No.
What do you know of him?
I know he's what he's done.
Rich?
He made his money, but
Rich with money, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, look, I really appreciate it.
No worries.
Enjoy the rest of your
Yeah.
time
My
in
maiden
Canada.
name- My maiden name was Peterson.
Oh, isn't that cool? Well, if you look up Jordan Peterson, you might find
Come from Denmark.
he's a scholar. He's a
I
psychologist.
must have missed out there.
Eh?
I must have missed out on that one. Scholar.
Oh, I doubt that very much. I doubt that very much. Well, look, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your time on the boat today, and on Ottawa. Well, that's where I'm from, but it's yeah. I went to Niagara Falls. Do you know what you're seeing in Montreal? Are you going to go to St. Joseph's Oratory by any chance?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Not sure yet.
Wherever they pay us.
To me, as a Catholic priest, Montreal, it's about St. Joseph's Oratory, and all the churches in Quebec are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're just really gorgeous. Yeah.
All good, Father.
God bless you. Peace. Thank you very much. Okay, there you go. Hey, how you doing? I guess, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm not really from around here. I'm Father Anthony. How are you? Are you visiting? Are you visiting? Are you like tourist to Canada, or are you Canadian, or?
Yeah. And you?
Yeah, I'm Canadian. Yeah. I'm a priest from Ottawa.
Okay.
Yeah.
streaming?
I am. The camera's on me. Hey,
Oh, that's great.
I've been asking some people. Where are you guys visiting from?
Montreal.
Oh, Montreal. I was just telling them, you go to Montreal, you got to go see St. Joseph's Oratory.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I as a Catholic, are you Catholic by any chance?
I am.
Well,
We are.
yeah. Well, God bless you. That's a real blessing because I'm a real priest. I have a YouTube channel. It's called To Prepare His Way. The camera's on me, by the way, because I don't want to catch people off guard. Although a lot of young people, they want to be on camera, but it's literally like that. I'm asking people if they know certain individuals, and the Australians, they only knew one, and most people don't know most of these people. But when my circle of people that reach out to me for help and whatnot, they all know who these people are. So I'm just wondering, do you know who Jordan Peterson is? Jordan Peterson. See, because up until I started asking these questions, like a few months ago, I thought everyone knew. I thought he was one of the most famous Canadians. So I might be someone to look up Jordan Peterson. What about Maxime Bernier?
Yeah.
Maxime Bernier. He's
So good for you.
No,
Eh?
no, Maxime Bernier is an MP.
he used to be an MP. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, okay. But do you know what party he founded or anything like that? The People's Party of Canada.
Oh,
Okay, no worries. It's not like you say. It's not a quiz.
Oh, so, okay, I know the guy.
Now you know.
There's
Okay.
two Maxim Bernier. That's
What
I was
about Jorge Bergoglio?
No.
That's Pope Francis. And Joseph Ratzinger. Pope Benedict the That's Pope Benedict XVI. And just two more. Klaus Schwab.
yes.
Klaus Schwab. What do you think of Klaus Schwab?
He's a criminal.
Criminal.
That's what I think.
I agree. And what about Bill Gates? Have you heard of Bill
Also
Gates?
criminal.
Also criminal?
Yes.
Okay, high
Huge.
fives.
Huge criminal should be
I agree.
arrested.
You know that I'm getting people saying, mostly people just say he's very rich. And
No, he's a criminal.
and just last night, I just been asking that open-ended question recently, and I say, like, what do you think? What do you think of Bill Gates? And I don't get in arguments with anybody. If they don't, like with you, I'll give you a high five. But I'm not. If you disagreed, I wouldn't have. I'm not getting an argument. But no, the answer, the strongest answer I've got, I think he's great.
Oh my God.
So
It's because they don't know what he's doing.
Exactly.
That's why.
exactly.
But most people don't get educated. They don't get information.
You're
They
right.
all,
You're right.
They only listen to this, the media.
Listen to
And
the
that's
You're
it.
absolutely right. You're
They
absolutely
don't
right.
straight
go.
eyes. There's no left and right. So what?
They don't go and seek information. They don't ask themselves questions.
Yeah.
So they don't read
Yeah.
to inform themselves.
Yeah, I think people are just busy with their lives. I'm trying to make sense of it myself.
Yeah.
And the reason is I got in a conversation with an old friend of mine a few months ago, and we hadn't seen each other in years, and we were just shooting the breeze. And he said something that Jordan Peterson would have said. So I said, "Oh, that's just Jordan Peterson," and he said, "Who's that?" And that was my first wake up call that most people don't know who a lot of these people are.
Oh, I know Jordan Peterson.
You know Jordan Peterson?
This guy. Oh, I know this guy. He's
He's a good
what do
guy.
you think?
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Jordan. Rich. Yeah.
Well, he's rich now, I
Talks
guess. He
a
was a
lot.
professor, where you could argue whether he's rich. Hey, listen, welcome to Kingston. Anyway, I live I'm a hermit priest. I'm a Dawson's priest model, but I asked the bishop if I could lead parish ministry and just live in solitude and just be spiritual direction, that type of thing. But if you want to find out more, just go to the YouTube channel. It's called To Prepare His Way. And thank you very much for answering the question. Pleasure meeting you, and God bless you, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay? Peace. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, folks. So there you go. So there's some people who are somewhat awake, and the time is 12:37. So I still have some time to be down here. Oh, excuse me. So there's some people who are somewhat awake. They know about Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates, and have what I consider the proper assessment of what they're doing in the world. Those two individuals are doing in the world, but they didn't really, they had to look up Jordan Peterson, and they didn't know Jorge Bergoglio and Maxime Bernier. They kind of knew, but not very much. And you know what? I'm going to consider this kind of a service to the PPC, the People's Party of Canada. And they probably know anyway, but most people just don't know who they are. And if they do, they're probably like that guy last night who was just telling me that he's far right and he's no good because he's far right. And I'm like, well, I don't think he could name any of his policies. It's probably, this guy, has origins from, non-European origin. This guy I was talking to last night. I don't know if he was born in Canada or not, but my guess is the mainstream media and maybe the immigration thing, because people do not understand what is really going on with mass migration. So let me see. I know some people left some chats here. Let me just excuse my thumb here. Ray's leaving some comments. Ray's saying, ask your pals about about their understanding of McGill's association with the CIA. How many have heard of? It disappeared on me. Much less describe the Atlantic Council. Big gaps in widespread understanding. Well, you know what, Ray, you gave me something to look up with that comment. Okay, thank you for your compliment, Ray. Let's walk around and see if anyone else wants to talk, and I'll just double check the time here. I'm guessing it's about 22. Yeah, 12:40. Okay. There's a Sikh family, as Sikh. We say Sikh so as not to. Hi there. Hi, I'm Father Anthony Hannon. The camera's on me; it's not on you. But I'm going around and asking people just random questions about who's here. Are you residents of Kingston, or are you visitors?
No,
Where are you visiting from?
from Toronto.
From Toronto? Well, welcome to Kingston. Father Anthony, nice to see you. I meet Mr. Singh. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I met a Sikh fellow not too long ago. I make friends with people all the time, and so I always say Mr. Singh.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, anyway, what's your first name? We exchanged information. We had such a nice chat. And he says Jagmeet. I met but Jagmeet is kind of a popular name.
Yeah, the like politician.
Yeah, but he wasn't him.
Yeah.
It was just a guy who worked at a Subway restaurant. Okay, I'm just asking people some random questions. I wonder if you could help me. They're not in depth. It's just very simple. It's not really a quiz. It's just my own. I'm gathering information. Have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson? Jordan Peterson?
Actually, not from here. Like we just visited as in over here in Canada.
Oh, you're visiting Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, you're visiting Canada from India?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Canada.
Yeah, that's what we don't know about over here.
Oh, okay. I want to ask you. Have you ever heard of? You wouldn't know this, but you ever heard of Jorge Bergoglio?
No.
What about Klaus Schwab? Klaus Schwab from Austria?
No.
What about Bill Gates? Bill Gates?
Bill Gates I know, but don't know.
Don't know much about it.
Yeah.
Well, look, thanks a lot for answering.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great day. Peace. God bless you. Okay. So there you go. There's their backs of the people I was just talking to. So yeah, maybe I won't. To meet some locals, I'll probably have to, walk, somewhere else, because I'm down in a hotel district here, and it's a beautiful park. It's a beautiful day. So I don't know. Hi there. Hi. Yeah. Hi there. Hello. These are people. They're just walking fast. I thought this lady was with them. Maybe she is. Looked like that's a father daughter, and maybe this is the mother. But they look like they're going somewhere, so I didn't want to interrupt them. But I guess they're waiting for their mom now, because I would have loved to ask them. It'd be nice to talk to some of the people with Asian descent and see where they're from and stuff. Yeah, so again, I don't want to disturb people. That's very Canadian of me, Very Canadian of me. So, yeah. Hi there. Hi, I'm Father Anthony Hannon. I have a YouTube channel, but the camera's on me. Camera's not on you. Are you from England?
Yes.
Well, welcome to Canada.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just asking people if they've heard of certain people. You don't want to participate in my broad service? Okay. Well, God bless you.
Enjoy your day.
You going to be in Canada for a while?
No, I live here.
Oh, you're from England. Well, welcome. Yeah. Have a great day.
Thank you.
God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. See that even the camera's on me. They don't want to talk. Nothing. And this is sad here. I'm going to show you. This is sad right here. That's sad. Sad. But that's Justin Trudeau's Canada for you. That's Justin Trudeau's Canada. There's some people taking some nice pictures. I think I should get out of the tourist area and just walk up and see what's what. There's a guy with a tie here. He's probably up in front of me here. He probably looks like a bus driver or something. Okay, let's kind of get out of the tourist area while I still have time. Not interested. So by the way, it's really on my mind and heart to do more videos. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm really being convicted that I ought to be sharing more of my thoughts about things. And yeah, I guess I'm just getting to that point. You know, Catherine Doherty, she said, you know, a priest should not be really teaching much until he's a priest for 20 years. I mean, she didn't mean that literally, but she wrote that somewhere I read a long time ago. And I'm now in my 20th year of priesthood. My 19 full years anniversary was last May. So I'm in my 20th year, so maybe it's time to share more. So if I do a video, I was thinking of entitling it "I'm being convicted." I think that would be a good clickbait. I think a lot of people would. Think that I'm going to prison or something. But it's a conviction in my heart that I ought to be sharing more. So let me just turn things around here. Here's a modern day Camaro. Well, the styling is nice. Revving it up there for the folks in YouTube land. That's a nice color of this Chevrolet here. Anyway. Probably still is kind of touristy area. Well, you know, the cathedral is just up the road, but they probably have a noon hour mass actually. But I don't really want to cause any trouble, or perceived trouble. You know what I mean? I mean, it wouldn't be trouble, but I mean, I'd hate to be perceived as I'm going in front of the cathedral just to kind of quiz Catholics coming out of daily mass. You know, it's not what I'm about, you know. Yeah, there's something to be said to keep out of trouble. The bishops don't want any trouble, whatever. So, I don't think I'm very well known in Kingston as a priest. I am in my clerics. I do have the wraparound collar, but I'm not wearing a cassock. Reconnecting. Sorry for losing you for a second. I'm just walking up to an outdoor patio, and the waitress has an outward sign of submission on, a black one. I'll just. Oh, they're very, very woke here. Very woke. Okay, I'm going to turn it back to me, lest I run in, just in case I can run into someone and maybe enter the conversation. You know, this is not very exciting to look at right here anyway. There, that's better. Maybe. Anyway, met some people from Australia. Met someone who lives here in Canada, I guess a permanent resident or Canadian citizen who's from England, who originally, and he didn't want to talk to me, but everyone else not so shy. Maybe that's the British thing, very reserved or something. I don't know. Sorry for that extra close up. Hey, it's cameras on me, don't worry. Yeah. Having a great day? What are you working on today? Cleaning windows? Hey?
No, driver frame.
Drywall frame. Oh, that's a hard job. Good for you, man. You're gonna be strong. Look at you. You're just a young guy and you're doing drywall.
Yeah.
Is it you're working with your dad or whatever? You working with your father? Or, no?
Just uncle.
Eh?
Just uncle. Uncle
Your uncle.
Yes.
Well, that's great. You're giving. We need a lot of tradesmen. Just stay away from drugs, because in the trades there's a lot of drugs. Don't just stay away from drugs, because then you're gonna have a great life. Peace, eh? Yeah. Hey, I've been asking some. The camera's on me, by the way. I have a YouTube channel called To Prepare His Way. YouTube channel called To Prepare His Way. Do you want to go on camera or no? I'm asking people questions. Just like it takes like 30 seconds. Have you ever heard of? What's my first question? What's my first person? Have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson? Jordan Peterson. No. How long you been in Canada?
2 years.
Where are you from?
Turkey.
From Turkey. Well, welcome to Canada, my friend. In case no Canadians have you ever made any Canadian-born friends yet?
No.
Well, you have now. You have now. Okay.
Yeah.
My YouTube channel is called To Prepare His Way, and you can look that up. And if you want to, reach out to me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I made a Canadian friend now. You never heard of Jordan Peterson? Okay, you wouldn't have heard. Yeah, Maxime Bernier? Maxime Bernier? No. Jorge Bergoglio? No. I'm a Catholic priest, Father Anthony. You're not Catholic, I guess, right? Muslim from Turkey? Yeah. Okay. Have you ever heard of Klaus Schwab? Klaus Schwab, KLAUSSCHWAB. What Schwab? No. What about Bill Gates? Bill Gates?
Yes.
No. Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. Most people can't answer most of these questions. And I'm doing a survey just for my own benefit because a few months ago I was talking to an old friend and he didn't know who Jordan Peterson was. And I was surprised at that. So I just thought of some other names that people that I know would all know who these people are, that I generally would hang out with. And I'm just learning that a lot of people don't know the same people. But you know people I wouldn't know, right? Are you on your lunch break? Hey man, I don't want to keep you anymore. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Ali.
Ali, God bless you. Father Anthony. To Prepare His Way is the YouTube channel if you ever want to look it up.
Okay.
Otherwise, have a great day. Let me put it. Let me pull it up on my other phone here. To TO. New word. Prepare. TO. Okay, I'll see it. You hold the phone because I only got one hand here. To prepare is. Oops, it just came up and I missed it. To prepare His Way. And there you go. You can subscribe. Oh, you've got it in Arabic? Is that what it is? Okay, that's cool. So there you go. Ali, have a great day. Peace. Okay. I like meeting people. I don't. Some people think, oh, you should engage them with whatever. It's like, no, I don't. Everyone is where they're at, and I'm not against evangelization. Anyone knows me knows that, but I'm just gonna cross here because there's a big truck there and it's not safe. And but I want everyone to know the good news, but people need to show that they're open to listening to me. That's one of the reasons I'm not in parish ministry, is because I'm spending way too much energy trying to help those who don't want the help. Okay, we're gonna cross here. switch it around. There's no people here. I am going to have to get back to the truck, unfortunately. But we'll do this another time. I mean, I might run into some other people. We've got, let's see, what time is it? 12:54. So I have 12 minutes to get back to my truck. And cameras. Well, you know, when I'm out and about, I'll ask these questions again. I've got some other things I want to talk to. What I'm thinking of doing. Okay, I almost shouldn't tell you my plans, but since there's so few watching, I'll tell you my plans. My plan is to try to go live every single day, but not for an hour. Not, you know, I don't know what my time limit will be, but I'd like to aim for maybe, 15 or 20 minutes, maybe a half an hour top. Why do a live stream instead of video? Because it's just a lot faster for me. It gets uploaded to YouTube right away instead of downloading to my computer. It takes hours and hours for a half an hour video. And this kind of good live stream is you get what you get. I stutter, I hum and haw, whatever I do, and I say what I say. Okay, and more spontaneous, I guess. But it's just a lot easier time-wise. But what I'm thinking of doing is reading something. Like it might be the readings from the Mass. It might be a reading from the Breviary. It might be a reading from one of the 12-step recovery things. It might be, who knows what it will be. And then just give a little commentary on it. And I guess that's one of the things is when some people have been coming up recently and ask if they can come for Mass. And I realize I have a lot to say. And how you doing? Camera's on me, don't worry. And yeah, I have a lot to say. I think I have some good things to say. And that's why I'm being convicted. Because, you can't give what you don't have, but what you have, you should give. And that's basically it. So, well, I'm going to be heading up. I'm going to be crossing in front of the hospital, and I'll probably see some people there that are local and are in need of socialized medicine, like I have been. So I might get some questions. Some people willing to answer those questions. Okay, I'll switch it around again. Parking garage under repair. Hanson Memorial Parking Garage. Anyway, I'll get a few errands done while I'm in the big city here. It is a really pretty city. Thanks. Although, it's a university town. It's also a military town because of the Royal Military Officer College here. And Queen's University is here. And is it St. Lawrence College as well? I think there's a number of things. But now it's summertime, so it's, I guess, more touristy. But from September till the end of April, it's a lot of college and university students. And I would say the politics here are woke. In the city, they vote liberal and socialist. And that's the way it is in Canada. The bigger the city, the less awake people are. And, also, like the fellow last night who I don't know, but I did ask, him, what does he work as, eh? And he told me he works for public service. And I said, well, can you give me, what department? And I'm like, I just want to like. Anyway, he told me he was in security and very private. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he's on the security staff for the PM. I don't know. But anyhow, I I realized, and half the guys there last night, half of them are government employees, and so it makes sense. If you work for the government, you're not going to be as aware of how, you don't get my perspective, put it that way, of the private sector and how the economy works, because you work for government. I mean, it's like you go to government school all your life. It's subsidized schooling in post-secondary, after high school, university or college. Then you get a job with the government, and I mean, they're not stupid guys, but obviously there can be some bias there. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who follow me on this channel and who I'm in close contact with, who work for the government. So not everyone who has a government job is woke liberal socialist, but to me, it kind of makes sense in a way that and plus then the unions, right? The unions, especially the public sector unions, they're always feeding information, trying to get everything go more socialist, Marxist. So that. There's a Cambodian restaurant there, Cambodian and Thai cuisine. How am I doing for time here? I just heard some bells going, so I'm guessing it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1:01. So some people are coming up. I'll put the camera to me just in case they might want to talk. I try to make a habit of smiling and acknowledging people when I'm out and about. We are ambassadors for Christ, after all, and especially as a priest. And sometimes people, so for some people that might be the only smile they get all day, right? So, okay, I don't know if I'm going to get anyone here to talk to, but and I don't want to put people under stress either when they're at the hospital. People have a lot of worries. Not everyone has faith. I try to have the attitude of, all these things that happen. It's like, if I didn't get injured, I wouldn't have met this doctor or any of the medical students or anything like that have come to examine me. And, who knows? Who knows what good can come out of it, eh? But I was encouraged that the doctor said that, next year you can play softball, in all likelihood. Looks like you're healing up well, but just don't run as hard. You can't be doing. But he said mixed softball, as male and female. That's the most dangerous. That's the most dangerous. And I can kind of see it in a way, like when I played ball with guys, well, right from Little League, and then when I was an adult, played in a men's league. Yeah, everyone knows how to play. And you're less likely to get hit in the head with the ball. And everyone kind of knows what they're doing, but anyway. So there you go. Do I have time to should I risk, let's see, 104. Oh, technically I have 2 minutes. But to show you the cathedral, okay. Here. I think that tall steeple, not this first church building, which is probably a Protestant building, I'm gonna guess. But the steeple there, just past that, I think That is St. Mary's Cathedral, Catholic Cathedral. Oh, and I'll just show you this. This is nice. See, I really feel at home here, right? At this hospital. Hotel Dieu Hospital. St. Joseph, pray for us. Jesus, he's got the whole world in his hands. And those lilies, the staff and lilies, St. Joseph is holding. Looks like it's made out of copper. But could be mistaken about that. Okay. Taking a chance and getting a ticket. I wonder how much a parking ticket is in Kingston anyway. I might find out in about 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know how many parking control they have. That's steeple or lightning rod. The lightning rod wave on top of that looks crooked. And this is Johnson Street in Sydenham. Oh, wait a second. Is that the cathedral? What's the next street up? William? I think this might be the cathedral over here. I better get out of the middle of the road, eh? See, I don't know. I've been to St. Mary's Cathedral a few times, but I don't know downtown Kingston well enough. This might be St. Mary's up here. I don't know. We're gonna find out. And I don't have a gimbal, so I'm holding this as steady as I can. Hi there. So it's not too bad. I do have a gimbal, I just don't have it with me. Thank you to D and C for giving that to me. By the way, there is some properties for sale near my place. If it's on your heart to move up near me or make an investment, whatever. If anyone has the means to do that. And I do believe this is St. Mary's Cathedral. It's starting to look familiar to me. Clergy Street, yeah, that's right. It's at the corner of Clergy and Johnson, that's right. And one neighbor is selling his house. They did a whole bunch. They only bought it a year or two ago. He's about 1.5 kilometers from me, and they're selling their house. They did a whole bunch of upgrades: central air conditioning, upgraded the electrical, propane, renovated the kitchen. Looks pretty nice. It's listed at $439,000. And there we go. That's St. Mary's. And then just a few hundred yards down the road, there's someone else is selling some vacant land, because that house is only on 1.6 acres, or 1.5 or 1.6 acres, which for rural is not very big, but compared to city, it's like, 4 times the size of a lot. And let's just say a quick hello to Jesus if the door is open. It may or may not be. Like I say, their noonday mass maybe. It's only 1 o'clock. My guess is it will still be open. But yeah, there's some vacant land of about 6 acres, 5 or 6 acres, just, a few hundred yards down the road, being sold by someone else. Okay, I'm going to go radio silence here and just go in the cathedral here. And then there's an adoration chapel as well. That's locked. That's locked. they have a noon hour mass. 1 o'clock. Maybe everyone's gone. Locked. It's a Friday. Yeah, everything's locked. Everything's locked. But let's see. St. James Chapel, Eucharist. I don't have time to stay. And of course, I have the Blessed Sacrament at my house anyway. So, anyway, I don't want to disturb anyone by going into the chapel, but let's see if I just be quiet and just show you. And I hope in the daytime they don't have a code to get in. So I guess this is the residence for the Archbishop. Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put the camera in. There's a code to get in.
There is a code.
Oh, okay.
Are you looking for Father Sean?
No. Why is he around?
He's over at the drop-in center, I think.
Oh, that's I'm Father Anthony Hannon. Nice to meet you.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Nancy.
Nancy, I have a YouTube channel that I'm just showing around Kingston right now, but the camera's on me. I haven't shown any of you or whatever, but
Don't worry.
don't worry.
Where are you from?
I'm from the other side of Ottawa, but 6 years ago I asked my Archbishop, and I met the Archbishop O'Brien before that. I asked him permission to talk to Archbishop O'Brien. So I live in relative solitude as a kind of a, for all intents and purposes, a hermit priest. And
Well,
I just,
you know what? We're all thinking of doing that.
yeah, exactly.
In this crazy world.
Exactly. So anyway, he gave me permission, and so I live just up about 50 minutes north, and I offer spiritual direction, pastoral counseling, and if anyone wants to visit me, they can do that even for a couple days. I have accommodation like a cabin and stuff, and I say if you don't want to speak to me for a few days, in other words, kind of have a
No, I'd
silent.
love to find out where you are.
Then you have a silent review. So my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is called To Prepare His Way,
Hello.
and my name
Jen and Rosari.
is Father Anthony Hannon, Hannon.
Fun.
So you
Friends
can
in
kind of
there.
look me up because I'm on live. I don't want to give my personal, but I mean they can look it up too. They can anyone can find me. But yeah, so that's what I do. I just I'm very blessed. Now the Archbishop said, "Oh,
I know they changed the code.
I know, and even if when I know the code, I still don't. I can't get in. Right.
So-
I mentally.
yeah, I have for mass. Yeah.
Right, but
So-
publicly.
If someone visits me,
Well, no, that's fine.
but not like I remember Archbishop Brian says, well, how is a retreat center going to affect the local parishes? And I'm like, I was already prepared for that because I understand being a parish priest for 13 years before I did this, that you don't want like retreat centers to be a place where it becomes a substitute parish. So I just said, no, it's a private chapel. It's only for those on retreats. So basically, whoever visits me is okay. Have you ever been to Madonna House up in Cumberland?
I was just there.
Beautiful. So you know the example. Anyone who lives local, unless they're invited, special occasion or something, they're not going to the Island Chapel. They go to Canadian Martyrs Parish, which is the local parish. So it's basically the same thing. I wouldn't want it to replace a parish, like someone coming regularly. But now and then, or if someone's on retreat, absolutely. Or
And you're located up near beyond Ottawa, you said?
no. I'm just 50 minutes north of here.
Kingston, I see.
And again, I'm not going to give my exact location, but
No,
anyone
sorry,
anyone who wants to do it, they can find it. And but I'm doing this live stream, so I don't want to just having fun. We have only 2 people watching right now. They got bored since I couldn't get into the chapel. But I've been going around asking. I've been doing this for a few months. And it's not necessarily related to our faith, but I follow the geopolitical scene. I'm more politically astute than the average bear, as Yogi would say. So I'm asking people these random questions just because I'm just trying to do kind of a survey. If you ever heard of these people, have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have. I watched a ton of his stuff. Yes, he's
You
excellent.
would be surprised if you go around and do what I'm doing. You don't have to be online because most of the time I'm not asking people live, but I'm not even on camera. You'd be surprised. Most people. Have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson?
Yes,
Are you
he's
kidding me?
excellent.
Of course.
Of course, but I'm just saying. I'm asking everyone, all these random people. You'd be surprised how many people, residents of Ontario,
Don't even know.
have
who he
never
is.
heard. They cannot tell me who Jordan Peterson is.
No, and they also think the COVID shots work.
Hey, I love you.
Oh, I think we're
I
all
lo-
on the same
We're on the same.
page.
We're all
Isn't
on
it?
the same
Isn't,
page.
you're gonna love my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
To Prepare His Way. I
Who
was
is
down
it?
to Prepare His Way.
Okay, perfect.
Please and reach out to me.
I
would
will.
come and visit me. I'll
Whereabouts
show you
are
around. I'm 50-minute drive.
50 westward?
Don't guess. I'm on live on YouTube.
Hello, you
I'm past Westport Road. Past that. Past
son
that.
of a gun. Well,
Okay.
Father,
So I'm not that far.
two priests are up there. Father Duraco and Father.
Yeah, they're in Westport. Yeah, they know me.
Oh,
They know me. They've been up to my place. Well, no, Father McNally has not, but
He's
Father
busy
Mike,
boy.
Father Mike has,
Okay.
and
Father Mark's on the same page too.
Rockfall.
oh, is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, that's great. I was in the seminary with him.
You kidding? Go say hi.
He's not
He's
here right
gone
now.
to.
Yeah.
Oh, he left.
He's doing a burial. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, okay. Second question. Maxime Bernier.
Yes.
No.
Love him.
Yes.
National Citizens Inquiry.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
well,
Wow.
PPC.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. So anyway, if you just ask random people, you'll be surprised how many people never heard of these people.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Many people do.
okay. Next one, and I'm gonna say most Catholics who go to Sunday Mass. And I didn't want to this is a noon hour Mass here today,
Yep.
so I didn't want to come out here and the Archbishop thinking that I'm causing trouble. I'm not trying to cause trouble, but I would have loved to ask the average, even daily Mass goers, Jorge Bergoglio.
Pardon?
Jorge Bergoglio.
Oh.
George
Oh, yeah.
Bergoglio.
The Pope.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And I'm not surprising most people never heard of him. Okay.
I
No,
haven't,
okay.
Obviously.
But then I'll say Joseph Ratzinger.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph Ratzinger,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Ben the 16th.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Next one. I know you'll know this one. Klaus Schwab.
Oh, indeed.
WEF.
Right. Okay.
Psychopath.
Okay. Next. You know.
No.
Okay. You know.
Demonic.
No, but hey, but we have a great connection with Madonna House.
Yes.
So we got that on. We got that on board.
You're good.
Okay. And Madonna House, they're not gonna be talking about this stuff there, like at least with guests and stuff.
Noah Harari.
Okay.
It's a full-
Oh boy, you're really on top of the very.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're Noah.
Ural-
Noah. You're
Ural
her. Yeah.
Harari,
Okay.
whatever.
No, then I asked them this one. Then I asked Klaus Schwab, and I said, these people could be good to look up. And I spell his name, Klaus Schwab. And most people never heard of him. I'm going to tell you, most people have never, which gives me hope, because it means that
That
people
he's
have
not
not made a decision.
Well,
They
yeah,
just
but
don't
they
know
all know
anything.
Bill Gates. I mean,
Which
he's-
is my next question.
Maybe
Have you
not
heard of
take
Bill
the time.
Gates?
Are you kidding me?
Have you heard- So everyone says,
Another
yeah. Well,
secret.
actually, no. I was just down at the waterfront, and I'm meeting a lot of tourists. I'm sorry, everyone, for my
Good for you.
sorry, everyone, for my crazy close up here, because I have such a short stick here. So I asked them. Then Bill Gates, and I've run into some people from Turkey, from India.
Lots of Indians here. They're
who-
good people. They're smart. They're
Yeah,
on the
it-
same page.
And anyway, I've met some people that have not heard of Klaus Schwab. But then I said, I've not heard of Bill Gates. A lot of people have never heard of Klaus Schwab. Bill Gates. So then I just have an open-ended question. What do you think of Bill Gates?
Oh, he's such a humanitarian. He
She's being
gives
sar-
billions
she's
to
being, she's being
Africa
sarcastic.
for reproductive health.
He's not a good person.
He's,
Right,
he's
right,
a psychopath.
Right. So, but
Wow.
most people are saying, she's just on the phone there or somebody, quieting down. You have my mic. So now I've really been only asking that open-ended question. What do you think of Bill Gates the last couple of days? But most people are, if they say anything, he says he's very rich. Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
but the strongest answer I got was, I think he's great.
Yes.
So I just said,
Yes.
okay. I'm not getting in an argument with anybody. I said, I don't think he's a good guy, But why not? Why not? Well, he thinks the old world is overpopulated. He wants to depopulate the world.
Yeah, with reproductive health
And
and,
he-
vaccines.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
actually
And I
said
didn't,
that.
I didn't get in all
You
these.
didn't get.
I didn't get into those details with people because I just want them to go do their own research, right? I don't want to
They
be.
won't.
See, when I was
Still watching CBC.
one of the reasons I asked the bishop if I could lead parish ministry
Yeah.
is as a parish priest, I found. Well, let me put it this way: it takes a special man to be a priest who ministers in a parish because he has to be super flexible.
Uh-huh.
And I just told my last bishop, I'm not flexible enough for it.
Really.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Have you
but-
met Father Sean?
flexible do you mean kind of accommodating a role?
Comedy involved. You got to be a people pleaser. You can't rock the boat. You can't. I in Ottawa I have a reputation, if you want to call it. I mean, I think it's a good reputation, but you know, I'm a critic of the government-run Catholic schools.
Good.
Yeah.
And you know, because they're not
They're not
Catholic.
Catholic.
If you go there,
we do need to speak. We do need to speak.
I know.
As Catholics,
now I do.
as priests.
Now-
And,
Now I do.
can
I
say-
do too.
You're
With
right.
everyone I talk to, with everyone I write to,
Not
I
to
say
say
the
one
same thing.
thing, but they must be right.
That's right.
Well, no, and now, but see now, more people see in the parish. Put it like this: my experience, and I make up this number, but it's the way I feel.
There's a
Nine-
song.
90% of my energies in the parish went into trying to help people who don't want the help.
Who don't want them.
Don't want the help.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
So
that's
the-
where
Lives
Father
just
is
live.
right now at the drop-in center.
They're-
These
they're-
people don't want help.
They're
They've got enough help. They've got plenty.
true.
Yeah.
They,
We are-
they people come for sacramental in a parish. They're coming for sacramental preparation, whether it be matrimony or baptism for their child,
Yep.
or the to complete their. Father Mark,
Hey,
how you doing?
look who's here.
Yes, you don't recognize me with the beard, maybe, but thank you very much. I'm glad he recognized me. Anyway, I think I'm going to get off my live stream here, but because I'm probably going to have a parking ticket. And I told the live streamers, I said, look, I'm going to probably. I wonder how much they charge for a parking ticket in Kingston.
Oh, not 20.
I might go find out, and then I might plead not guilty just so I can get comfortable with the courts because it's a fun thing to do. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna sign off to everyone. The Lord be with you. May Almighty God thank you for joining me on this stream, or for watching it later. And whether you're watching it later or now, may Almighty God bless you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Go in peace, live in the truth, live free.